Hello and welcome to From the Roots Up, where we are building our homestead little by little from the roots up. We have a lot going on in the homestead today. We've got tons of planting to do. We've got eggs to candle and all sorts of other projects. So why don't you come join us? Woo, I don't know if you can hear that wind, but it is a windy day here in Oklahoma. Let's hope we can get our work done without blowing away. Behind me we have our pepper plants, and I wanted to give y'all just a little bit of an update on those. We pruned them earlier this week and I wanted to show you how they're doing. This pepper is such a great example of what happens when you prune it. If you look, everywhere there's a little branch, new growth has shot up super quickly. And even up top where we pruned it, you can see that new growth. So already just a few days later, this pepper plant is looking sturdier and stronger with tons of new growth. But that is why we pruned them. And if you missed that video, I will put a link down to that below. All right, probably the biggest project that we have today is going to be putting these guys in the ground. And if you couldn't hear it when we were standing in the garage, you can definitely see the effects of this Oklahoma wind on these little seedlings. It is whipping them around, which is why I take extra measures to harden things off here, not just for the sake of the sun, but for the sake of the plants getting used to being whipped around in this wind. If you just take them from a greenhouse or your garage or somewhere sheltered inside and you stick them out in this wind, they are not gonna make it. So little by little, over the past 2 or 3 weeks, we've been taking them outside a little bit at a time so that they are strong and they're ready to hold up to this wind. Here's our big puppy, Zeus! Zeus! Oh, you're getting so big and sweet! Because we have a deep mulch garden, the first thing we need to do before we get anything in the ground is to hoe out the rows. So Lance is going to spend some time really digging in the garden and getting all of the rest of our rows hoed so that we can come through and plant. Look what we found! It looks like a spider ate a little baby snake. How cool is that? So when we plant the tomatoes, we want to pull them out of the pot. You can squeeze the bottom and they'll come right out. This one has a nice big root system. Now, if you notice the fuzz on the tomato, those are all little baby roots. So to make this tomato plant extra strong, what I'm going to do is dig a hole deep in the ground and plant it probably a few inches, probably about right here from the ground. So that way these little fibers grow extra roots. As it grows up, I'm going to then attach it to the trellis as it keeps getting taller. As it grows up the trellis, I'm going to keep the bottom branches pruned off down here so it gets good airflow. And that allows it to breathe a little bit and keeps it from getting some disease that it could otherwise get. Now that it's in the ground, I'm going to push some mulch up around it. There we go. So I'm trying a bit of an experiment. I have heard people say if you put an egg in the hole where the tomato goes, that the tomato grows stronger and it can get some good nutrients. So we're gonna try this, but only on one row of my tomatoes, and we'll be able to compare and see if it really does make a difference. Another big project for today is putting some landscaping fabric down so that we can make our melon patch. If you'll notice, we put up some electric fence around the garden. And in order to not cut the fence, we had to stretch the garden area a little bit. So as you can see, there's a little bit of area that has no mulch at the edge of it. So I decided to go ahead and get some of the weed barrier fabric, and we're gonna plant melons there. They'll have plenty of room to stretch out and to grow, and that'll be our melon and pumpkin patch for the year. All right. Okay, here we go. You know that's totally making it on there. When I said it was a windy day, I was not kidding. So Taylor's gonna tell us what she had been working on last weekend.
So a friend of mine's birthday is coming up, and so I made him Dr. Strange's cloak of levitation.
Fancy, fancy. Turn around, do a twist. There you go. That was the sewing project she was working on last week.
today I wanted to update you on my grow along. So these are my snapdragons, and some of them that we had to reseed are still little, but most of them are big. So today, since we do not have enough space in our shelf to up-pot them, we are instead going to put them straight in the ground because they grow too much bigger, they're going to die because their roots don't have room to expand. This tray is also grow along seeds. This side is basil and this side is baby's breath. Now, not a lot of people had success with their baby's breath growing, so I think we're going to have a little bit of success. Let's hope for the best, but yeah, we're at least getting some. So these 4 rows are our rudbeckia, and then the rest of this are just flowers that we planted. Some of them are tomatoes, but yeah. And look how tiny these are. These are my giant foxgloves, but they don't look very giant. This is my bunny. He is about a, I don't know, 7 or 8 week old lionhead baby. He is my only bunny currently, and he loves snuggles. His name is Prince Lupul Snoot Louis Reginald Cookies and Cream Huntsman. We call him Fuzz Nugget for short. You can barely see his face. And it's really funny when he takes a bath. He'll lean back on my hand and open his mouth. He is super fuzzy, and I love to snuggle him. Our doggies like to lick him on the face. Toby is riding with Daddy. Oh, he's looking at us. He saw us. Toby. Toby! Come see my bunny.
Oh, that's a cute bunny.
warm in the middle.
Well, today is a cool rainy day. This morning we went and worshiped with our church family, and this afternoon we have a few inside projects to finish. The first of which is going to be to candle our eggs and see how they're doing. In just a few days we will put them on lockdown, and then this coming weekend they should hatch and we should have our little baby ducklings. So let's go take a look at what they look like on the inside and how they're doing. So we're going to be using this egg candler. It's just a cheap one that we got off Amazon, and I'll put a link to that in the description. Any flashlight will work. This one just has the top that you can set an egg right on, so it makes it super convenient. So we are here in the closet because in order to see inside the little eggs, we need darkness. So we've got our egg candler on and we've got our eggs down here. Now, let's go ahead and start one by one and we'll check out these little eggs. Here we have Scuttle. Now Scuttle's one of the ducks, right?
Mm-hmm. Scuttle's
Most of them are ducks.
Doing good. Okay, who's next? Bubbles. Okay, there's Bubbles. Leave him still for a minute and let's see if he moves.
I think I can see him twitching over here.
The bigger they get, the harder it is to see them move. The less they move because the more crammed they get in there. I see him moving a little bit. Okay, gentle. This is Georgie the duck. Bring your hand.
Oh, I saw him move. I saw him move.
There
He's
we
moving.
go.
There he is.
That's good.
There's Georgie.
Yeah, he's
Ooh, look at him go.
Our ducks like to dance.
Okay, who is this?
Dewey.
This is Dewey. See how Dewey's doing.
Oh!
Oh yeah, Dewey's moving.
Oh yeah.
Look at him in there. Again, when they get this big, sometimes it's harder to see in there because they're crammed. Sometimes it's harder to see them move, but you can see them moving in here.
We need to play the DuckTales theme and just see if they dance to it.
Oh,
That would be so great.
You want to try Fuzzington? Fuzzington is a little egg we snuck in there. This is a little bantam chicken egg from
Look at that.
Makayla's.
Look at that.
Frizzle chickens.
Oh, look at Fuzzington. You can kind of see him moving. Who's this one?
Huey.
Yeah, there he is. There's Huey. Good. Okay, and there's Louie. Let's check out Louie. Ooh, he's doing good. Look, hold it still for a sec. Put him back. This will be the last time we candle them before
Donald.
we put them in lockdown.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, look at Donald. He's doing great. Hold him still. You can see him moving in there. Here is Boomerang.
Turkey.
Oh, he's doing great. Look at him.
Oh, there he is.
Okay, look at him go. You can twist him around a little bit. Ooh, he's moving.
Whoa, he is.
He is doing great. Okie dokie. Chip. These two are eggs that were gifted to us from Lacey later. They're blue eggs. So we're gonna see, we don't know exactly what kind.
They're kind of like cream leg bar-ish.
Yeah, they're gonna be just a
things.
barnyard mix of whatever she had, but we will see how they turn out. Ooh, there goes Chip. Moving and grooving. Okay, let me get Belle.
And Belle.
And Here's Pretty Belle with the pretty blue egg.
First time we've candled these eggs.
Yeah, this is the first time we've candled the chickens. Look at that. There she is.
Can I see?
Yep, there she's moving. Do you see her moving?
I can.
So girls, are y'all excited about the duck eggs?
Yeah.
Which egg are you most excited about? Taylor?
Boomerang.
Yeah, me too. Makayla, how about you?
Fuzzington.
Fuzzington? Yeah, that'll be fun. So we cannot wait. Like we said, in just a couple days, what are we gonna do?
We're gonna put them on lockdown.
We're gonna put them on lockdown. What does that mean?
We cannot take them out. We cannot candle
You
them.
take them out of their little cradle things and put them just on the ground so that they can start hatching.
Yeah, because you don't want them to hatch in the turners, right?
So we are going to put them on the ground, and then we're not going to touch them.
Yeah.
And then when they start hatching, we can start brooding them.
That'll be fun. Check back this weekend. Makayla wanted to show you her new treasure that she bought with her own money. You want to tell us about it?
Baby orchid at Walmart.
She did. Isn't it pretty? Now, we don't know a whole lot about raising orchids. So if you have some tips or tricks on orchid care, let us know.
It says 1 ice cube a week, so I gave it his ice cube today.
Mm-hmm.
Should be doing good.
So we got our notification this week that we got a spot at the local farmers market. If you're in the Ada area and you want to come see us on Wednesdays at the Ada Farmers Market, we're going to be in spot 26. So we're very, very excited about that. I got my nursery license, which means I can sell plant starts. And I found these little baby okra. They're called Baby Bubba, and they are made specifically for containers. I thought here in Oklahoma, where okra is so big, these would be great sellers at the farmers market. So today, while we're stuck inside on the rainy day, I'm gonna go ahead and get some of this in some pots and get it started growing for the farmers market. Now, one of the reasons why I was so excited to find this little baby okra is because okra does particularly well in our really super hot, super dry, sometimes summers. It just flourishes. So I think these will be a huge hit. All right, so I had a perfect amount of seeds to fill my tray. I have 15 of these little babies. One of them will probably go to my dad because he loves okra and they're only doing a container garden this year, but the rest I can sell at the farmers market.